figures, though. Welcome to the third-party products panel, hosted by Ryan.
Hey everyone, thank you for coming.
One minor announcement, a reminder. When this panel is over, we are clearing everybody out, even that Iggy guy back there, because we are refilling for the Frank Walker panel, and there's a very particular way in which we are filling the seats. But you guys are good to go. Whatever seat you picked, it's yours. Go for it, Ryan.
Alrighty, thank you everyone for coming out. We got over 400 slides to go through, and we got an hour to do it, so let's crank these out. Let's give it a start. Thanks, guys. So we're going to start off with A+. They're going to be doing a line of animated inspired figures. Okay, and they're transformable, they're adorable, and they match up very well with the current line, the old current line. A teaser at their next figure. Jumping right into DNA. Some of you guys may have seen the sample out in the case. They're doing, first the add-on kit. Add-on kit just came out for DNA's Devastator upgrade kit. Improves vastly over the original. Next, they're going to be doing an upgrade kit for Fortress Maximus hands. Little blasters in the hands and everything. Pretty neat. And there's more coming after that as well. So here's the teaser for Susanu, DNA's first standalone figure. It's their take on Bludgeon. So there is a sample out in the case as well. You can get a closer look at it if you like. A lot of detail. Everything wraps up really nicely, even underneath the tank mode. You'd have no idea there was anything under there. It's all sealed up properly. It will come with different styles of heads for different tastes. You can see how it scales with the Generations leader Megatron and Masterpiece Starscream. There's just a Photoshop. Next, we're going into BeBoss. They're still going ahead with their kits. So they wanted us to let you know that, or they wanted us to all know that they are still coming out with this. They're pretty much production ready, and they should be out soon. So you can see an upgrade for Trail Cutter. It does come with his bitey face as well. New head for Generations Nightbeat, along with a gun and a briefcase. Very familiar briefcase. Problem-solving briefcase. There's an upgrade kit for Iron Ladies. New weapons, new shield for Chromia. There will also be a BBTS exclusive in different colors to go with them as well. Spiritual Leader, it's an upgrade kit for Combiner Wars Prime. Give it more of an IDW inspired look. And that'll obviously follow with the Magnus and Scourge upgrade kits as well. Or Grand kits. They're going to be doing a new upgrade kit for that Leader Generations Megatron as well. New arms, new feet, new fillers, and a base weapon as well. There's also even more upgrade kits for their previous upgrade kit. Feet, axe, hands, a blast, and then there's a bigger one. So you can turn the Beta Prime into Nova, and it'll be a big set, pretty big kit. You'll see here the vehicle mode, just how big it is, how much girth it adds to it. So that'll probably be out sometime later this year. BadCube. We're going to start off with their reissue of their popular Sun Surge figure. Everyone went nuts trying to get it after they sold out fast, so they did want to say that it is coming again. Their next offering is Grump and Slick. Amazing looking figures. This is, as you can see, the loose as hell version. So he comes with his happy face, his special circuit card. There's the face-changing gimmick. He's actually grumpy in all of the faces. He just hides it well. How he compares with their first release, Brawny, and how he looks next to Slick. A heavy retool into a very popular IDW character. A good look at both alt modes. Perfect effect. One big thing that they're known for is upgrading really good figures into even better figures. So the new Fortress Maximus will be able to, it'll have a new cannon for the weapons, weapon mode, and a new sword as well to go with both the combined mode, or or sorry, the large Titan figure and the headmaster himself. They're also going to be doing a little thing for you Diaclone fans. Robot V2 with Star Pilot. Pretty, it goes with a very popular figure right now. So their next big standalone figure is DX06 Beast Gorira. So a better build quality, metallic painting, complete transformation, partial die cast. This thing's massive, all right? It does have all the modes. It even has different designs for the flight mode to tickle your fancy with. And there he is, just huge. So Beast Wars fans finally getting a taste of third party. And he is a giant deity. Very posable, very tough looking figure. Getting an heirloom. There's a look at that jet mode. You can see the way that the arms tab into the wings as well to kind of give it a more streamlined look. It's tank mode. How wicked that gorilla looks. That's exactly what I looked like this morning. Hot mess. He's got little bitty teeth in there, just more detail.
Is that what you looked like when you found out there were 400 slides?
Yes. Yeah. I finished this panel about 15 minutes ago. And there he is next to MP10, next to a previous offer. Look how big he is, just intimidating. And look at that face sculpt. Detail for days. DX9. Big fan favorite. Gay Wallet just came out. We got to tease this figure last year. Obviously an homage to Blitzwing. Very big, very detailed figure. Comes with lots of accessories, weapons, and swords. A fix for their previous figure. Nice little teaser of all his alt modes. MakeToys, also recently released figure. A legend-sized, very detailed, very articulate Megatron. Comes with all the bells and whistles your Megatron should. Next is their 2-pack. It's going to be Leah and Twofold. Leah is an homage to RC. Very small. Again, if you've ever had their War in Pocket series in hand, they're very detailed, they're very sturdy, very posable, lots of articulation. And then there's Twofold. That will come in the same pack with Leah. Yeah. And there's just a quick glimpse of the package. Brings you back to the 80s. And there's a teaser for their next product. Kind of hard to see that big Predaking looking silhouette. I'll give you a hint, it's Predaking. And over here is a jerk named Starscream. Or just any of the Seekers. They can do 25 of them, they'll figure it out. Unique Toys. Now everyone knows that DX9 and Unique Toys are friends. So they do turbo changers. Sorter was just recently released. And they'll be coming out with this, the new Palm series, their own take on legend-size figures, legend-size headmasters. And right now, the working name for this figure and his pack mate are Tom and Jerry. It may change, I genuinely hope it doesn't. You can see there, you can see the specs in the chests, see how posable they are, and you even see the heads transform. As much as unfolding can transform. Planet X. These guys have just been on fire. Now, Chosen Prime has an exclusive at their booth called Hephaestus. It's a take on the Fire Blast Grimlock mold from the previous Generations line. And it's massive. If you haven't had a chance to go out and see it in the booth, if you haven't picked up one, I recommend it. I think it's insanely nice. So detailed. Wonderful color. He's just a big fella. You can see all the details in the chest, the different light piping. It just jumps at you. Jump right off your shelf. If it doesn't, get the hell out of the house because it's haunted. Now, this is their take on Perceptor. I always screw up the name, so I'm not going to say it. It's like a Chew or a Cephas or something. I can't do it. Everyone else said it. That's fine. So this is an homage to the Fall of Cybertron video game where Perceptor turns into a tank. And very detailed, like all the other Planet X stuff. Lots of, tons of articulation. Great paint app on this figure specifically. Comes with this nice long rifle that he got a taste for in the IDW comics. There's him and his good buddy Grimlock. And there's a look at the tank mode. There it is with the heavy artillery. Again, those are actual guns you can use in the game, so they threw it on there. Next is their take on Fall of Cybertron Optimus Prime. There is also a creamsicle colored version in the displays as well, so you can get a better look and feel what that will look like in your own collection. Good look at all the details of the alt mode. And then the figure after that, I believe it's called Genesis. That one I remember. He comes with his iconic cannons. It can be used as a sniper rifle as well. You can see on the alt mode, everything moves. Even the wings expand and contract. The cockpit opens. Things shift, because in the game, if you were stationary, things would move. It didn't want the appearance of things just being stoic. So on these figures, you can move everything. So, a previous offer, they did their version of Omega Supreme. So this will be their next city-style figure, a large figure in Trypticon.
Oh my God.
And that is how he appears in Fall of Cybertron when he gets reformatted into the Nemesis. Now that figure will also, it will break apart into 2 individual pieces as well. There's the tail mode as an individual. Here he is in his beast mode. Gigantic. And there's more details to come as well. Here's his city mode. So you might as well clear off the kitchen table because that's where that's going to live. Iron Factory. Anyone who knows me, I'm a big sucker for Legends figures. Love them. The next figures coming out are the Ashura Knights. Their take on the Dreamwave Dinobots. Very articulated, very detailed. All of them come with different melees and ranged weapons. They're going to be dubbing even deeper into IDW stuff with Drift and Deadlock. Closer look there as well. Getting into Super Jinrai. There's the Pink Assassin. We have her out in the case as well. Super articulated, very delicate, very small figure, but for the amount of poses and actions she can do, it's amazing how they can squeeze into such a small frame. Frenemies. Best frenemies. Life. There's a slick vehicle mode as well, where she compares with Moonblade. Lord Scorpion. This thing's incredible. So articulate. Even the fingers on the claws move, each individual side of the claw. All the cannons move, everything is posable. It comes with the old G1 toy face mask as well. Okay. The head actually transforms. This tiny, tiny figure has an even tinier head. It can transform. There he is scaled with their version of Grimlock. In his Scorpion mode and a base mode. And you can actually see, oh, there's a 6-shot. We'll go back just one. You can see just up here, there's the head. He's standing there on a platform. It's very, very small, but It's a cool little feature. So the next figure, or one of the next figures, will be Six Shot. You can see him there with all the other top dogs. And here's a teaser at another figure. They didn't give a name. They want everyone to talk. So you can figure out who that might be. Might be Swindle. Might be someone completely different. Might be part of Monstructor. Might not be a combiner at all. But they want you to talk about it. FansToys. Did you guys see how cool that stuff is in the display? Amazing stuff. Willis just released their take on Hound. And here you see Grinder, the leader of the Diebots. Lots of articulation, lots of paint apps. You can see here, it's going to come with replacement heads for some of their previous figures. They were listening to their customers' feedback, and they'd like to try and help. Just softer expressions. I think that's the biggest change right there. I think that looks fantastic. There's a look at some of the accessories. Different top of the head, different eyes for the dino mode, and a little crown, because he king. They're going to be coming out with a reverse triple changer as well, Apache. Their take on Springer. And again, if you've ever handled any FansToys product, you're going to know how the weight, the feel, and the articulation. You can see Sovereign. This figure is also in the case. Lots of different options for Galvatrons. It will come with two different cannons, one clear like the toy and one solid like the cartoon. It will also come with a different face, and it comes with a matrix of leadership to dangle around his neck. And he hates Starscream. Berserk will be their take on Blitzwing. Just in case you didn't have enough Blitzwing options. There are plenty out there. Lupus. Another take on a werewolf character. So it'll be a masterpiece style, heavy die cast. Even the chest plate lifts up to reveal his specs. The heads, even the head on the body is articulated. Has up and down, left and right. The sword turns into his tail, and the tail is articulated. If you ever watched the cartoon, the Japanese Headmaster's cartoon, it's like they yank it right out. A little playful shot at a friendly competition. And this will also come with a replacement face. You can see a look at the accessories that will come with Lupus. Big fella. Now we teased this years ago. Daniel teased it years ago. Phoenix. It'll all be one piece. Nothing needs to come off. Here's a look at the prototype. Very detailed. Very big. Yeah. Looks like he's taking his little brother to school. No, this way. No, come on. There's a good look at the jet bones. Moving on to G Creations. Now, if you haven't seen G Creations before, they started off with a Dinobot combiner called Shurking. The first three figures have been released. Next out are Blade. He's a humongous figure. He barely fits in a D12. Lots of detail. I mean, again, these figures are really going for the gusto. Lots of chrome. They want to really bring it back. Now, there's a blue version as well. It's going to be limited to 500 pieces worldwide. If you have to have that cartoon show look. The final figure will be Hammer. Also in the cases, forms one of the arms. the swords that come with hammer and blade form the actual main double-bladed sword for the combined mode. And there you see him, gigantic. There you see that double-bladed sword. We actually have the swords combined in the case as well, so you can get an idea of just how big that combiner is on his own. They released this teaser image a few months back of an IDW version of Prime and Prowl. So they're going to show the Prime. Again, if you've ever seen or felt their level of detail, you'll know how insane this thing will be when it's done. Transform Dreamwave. Hilarious name. They're going to start off doing upgrade kits for Combiner Wars. Their first offering is an upgrade kit for Bruticus, whatever flavor of Bruticus you want to use. And again, like most of their upgrade kits, they turn into weapons when they're not even used in Combiner. Defensor are also in the case as well. I don't know why he has a cigar in his mouth, but why not? Firefighting is a stressful job. I get it.
Let's bring fire to the fire.
And then their third set will be an upgrade kit for Superion. Again, these kits fill in the gaps in the legs and in the arms, so you don't have the two legs for the elbows. It will fill all that stuff in. And then you see them individually for the teams. Again, best friends for life. Forever is a third-party company that's doing statues of movie characters. So unfortunately, these were actually supposed to be here as well. Shipment never made. But I've been told the detail on every inch of these things is incredible. So if you're a big fan of the movie aesthetic, and you want something that looks exactly like how it did in the movie, this is going to be your best bet. Blackout. Everyone always wanted that leader Blackout. It's going to be pretty close to a leader Blackout. Scorponok, of course, stores in his back. Get a good look at Sentinel Prime. Again, with the detail these guys are going for, each beard hair is going to have detail. As well as Ironhide. Toyworld. Now, Toyworld, they've been really coming back strong. The constructor figures, each one are very strong on their own, but together, the individual figure is gigantic. You can see there just a shot of the team. They're pretty much all out right now. That's a good look at the combined mode. We have the yellow version, the G2 version in the case as well. They're also going to be doing cone heads. They scale well with other Masterpiece figures. Doing their version of a Masterpiece toy style of cup. You can see the legs and the wheels and the rounded shoulders. And he's got his side guard because that actually makes sense. So you could look at that vehicle mode, and it's perfect. Their take on their own leader. I believe his name is Orion. Elastic. Based on their the Studio Ox design of Springer. And Blues. Their offer at a third-party Jazz.
These names are
It gets better. The little guns pop out.
third-party man attitude.
He's so lonely, everyone. He's just so lonely. And he's adorable. I was waiting for the Oz. Another very popular figure is RC. It's either with twin guns or her current samurai blades. Lots of detail, lots of articulation, very slender. You can see their attempt at Trailbreaker as well. And with Trailbreaker always comes hoist to follow. So we look at the vehicle mode. The vehicle mode for hoist as well. Now they're not final, they may change some things as well. There's a good look at it. Generation Toy. They started real strong last year. They had a full gravity builder prototype out on display. Another good shot at the Constructicons. With that gravity builder, they wanted to release a smaller legend size Megatron named Tyrant. And it's coming, it's in the works. Here's a good look at the alt mode. It's actually becoming a clear version as well. So for anyone who really has to have that translucent plastic, that's gonna be the one you want. The best name is just Jazz, but with a 4 instead of an A. Again, that sample is also in the case. You can see how eye-catching the paint detail is. Has a nice pearl finish to it. Lots of detail, pretty recognizable as Jazz. And these two bad boys are in the case as well. So IDW, Megatron, and Prime. Wouldn't be Prime unless you could open up for a matrix. It will still be able to tow the MP10 trailer as well. Here's a good look at their take on Megatron. This is the size everyone wanted when the Generations toy came out. It was nice, but it was just too small. So this is a big figure. Lots of detail. Clever M's all over the place. Transformation. They'll be doing the Stunticons. We have Havoc right now in the display case. And Disorder will be out very shortly as well. Disorder is their version of Break Time. You can see there the combined mode of all the Stunticons. Good look at those alt modes as well. Gatran. Gatran are starting off with their version of Thunderwing. Their IDW inspired Thunderwing. Now the one in the case is a sample. It's not quite finished yet. The paint won't be 100% to match. It will be a darker, richer color. And just like IDW Thunderwing, this will have a super mode as well, which we'll try and put it into super mode later in the case. After that, they're going to be moving on to Galaxy Demolisher. Now, this is their take on a previously canceled figure of Beast Wars Neo Unicron, if I'm not mistaken. So they've improved upon just all they had to go on were pictures. There was old blurry pictures from back in the day of what could have been released. So they've taken that and they've built upon it. So he's a massive figure, lots of detail. You'll even have lots of articulation, but all that stuff's kind of common for all these things. To have a third-party figure without articulation is absurd. But with this, even the mouth opens. It'll light up. Probably use the thing as a lamp. That's how big his Galaxy Demolisher mode is. going to see some scale to other planets. It's got mandibles to pull it apart and eat it with. And a drill, because one gigantic planet doesn't have a big drill. You can see even the back, the thrusters have, again, mandrels to pull it in. And the moon that orbits him is his handheld weapon. Family photo. Again, lots of articulation, very intimidating looking. As he should be. And there he is, backlit, lit up. TFC Toys. They've recently released a lot of the Hades action line. That's their take on the Breast Force. I know, wicked name. Again, these characters, all the chess pieces turn into an animal partner, and those animal partners also turn into their handheld weapons. And all have a name, or like a gimmick. One was a lion for Liozak, so on and so forth. A nice group shot of the alt modes, and a nice shot of the individual modes. There's a full finished picture of their combined mode of Hades. Comes with his big gun, and even his spear. They're moving on to the Seacons as well. Manta Razor. Their take on Sea-Wing. Lots of detail, everything tucks away and hides nicely. Cyberjaw. This figure's actually in the case right now. And what's great about these figures, just like the old Seacons, they get their, everything's cross-compatible. It can be an arm, it can be a leg, and it also has a weapons mode as well. Even the tail can come off the back and become a handheld weapon. He comes with two big swords. You see there, his weapon mode. Arm and a leg. Big bite. I believe this figure's already released. And you see there the weapon mode as well. Iron Shell, the leader of the group. Massive figure. Butcher of the Bogs. See Iron Shell in his War Turtle mode. Eat it, Blastoise. Go ahead, someone try and catch a Pokemon right now. I know some of you can. Here's a good look at his torso mode. You can see just how big and intimidating it is. Again, that torso mode and Iron Shell and Robot mode are both out in the case. Tons of detail. Nice light piping. Deathclaw. Lobsters bite back. Oh, pinch back. There he is there. You can see that even the claws, they don't have to be hands. The claws can actually come out and be used as handheld weapons. And he will also be able to form an arm and a leg, and he'll have a weapons mode as well. Alien Attack. These were upgrade kits for the old movie line for Leadfoot. Coming soon. Upgrade kit for Megatron's gimpy arm. Give it a much more bigger, that big cannon that he had in the movie. And the exclusive version as well. An upgrade kit and saw for the Voyager class Ratchet. And even an upgrade kit for Combiner Wars Prime. And the other Prime. And Scorch. Transpot. Have a little video for us. Harris on Facebook yet, please give him a look. He does so many amazing stop motion videos. You see here, KFC is going to be redoing Ollie. Ollie was a really good attempt at a masterpiece style wheelie, but there was just so many little things that didn't work. They've redesigned them. There's actually a test sample here in the dealer room, I believe, and it's night and day better. Arco's an amazing version of an MP beachcomber. Comes with little birds because he's a hippie, because he loves nature and nature loves him. Comes with a golden hand. Hatch, very faithful version of Wind Charger, and Boost, a very cartoon accurate version of Tailgate. You can see the Swarm, and you can see here they all come with certain things, transformation cog and eye, and Curse comes with a ghost set of Starscream wings and head to actually go over top to make it look like he's possessed by Starscream, as you saw in the video. Eligos, their version of Cyclonus, will be coming up very shortly. Just finishing up some QC testing. Lots of accessories. Truncheon is his master partner, and he comes with a tiny little version of Abaddon to fly inside of his cockpit. There's just a teaser for their Abaddon figure. Dante and his Inferno. Da Vinci, building beautiful structures of art. Intirador and his master partner. Mech Ideas. Glad to see these guys are back at it. And they're back at it hard. Pestilence. Looks good. Again, their take on Lyle Kaiser and the Breast Force and drawing anyone blank on the name? Mastermind Creations. Big fan favorites. See Carnifex, they actually have a really good sample out in the case. He's gigantic, he's so detailed. Anyone who likes IDW is just gonna eat this thing up. Culture. Almost ready to go, almost ready to join the DJD on your shelves. Moors. Give us Moors. So close to having an MMC DJD team finished. You see his tiny little arms, ready to put up a fight. Like, come at me, bro. You don't even lift. It's a good looking team. Ocular Max, doing more cassettes. Whereas the Masterpiece Laserbeak was really, really good, this thing is amazing. There's a good size example. He looks so angry too. As Project. Still coming out with their Function X line. Browning, recently released. Trianix Alpha. Almost ready to go. I believe they have that out in the showroom. And Dia-Z. Minutes? 10 minutes to go. Not too shabby. Female Dinobots. Really cool female Dinobots. What's really cool, they got weapons that combine into like a base for the figures to stand on. Very neat stuff. Blank panel? Yeah, I made a bit of that. MakeToys. Despotron. Now, some of us were lucky enough to attend the MakeToys experience yesterday. And a handful of us got to actually transform a working version of this, an almost ready to go version of this. This is just the gray resin sample, but you can see how good that looks. Now there is a ballot, you can actually fill it in the dealer room for a chance to do this tomorrow. They'll be having 2 MakeToys experiences. Fill out a ballot at, I believe it's the Chosen Prime booth. And with your email, you'll be entered into a draw later tonight for a chance to do this tomorrow. April Fools wasn't April Fools. Galaxy Meteor. One of the coolest figures that Hasbro did in a long time was that Galaxy 4 Starscream. The Voyager. It was so neat. Now it's going to be getting the treatment it really deserved. Downbeat. RE Master. RM14. It's hard to see, that might look like Jazz. Silverback. Their take on Apeface. And upcoming Blue. Use your imagination on that one. And Devil Stinger. A heavy retool of Pandinus into Black Zerg. And this one should also be a quick flash video, guys. And that's it. Cross Dimensions, follow them on Facebook. This is also a figure you get a chance to muck around with in the MakeToys experience. And that's it for the panel, guys. Thank you very much to everyone for coming out. Really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone. Special thanks to everyone who helped out, all the third-party